Hello, hello. Just a sec. I'm setting up still. We have a unique stream today. It might be muted. I was trying to get my chat to work and it wasn't letting me log in. I hate that they do that on mobile. Okay, I'm very out of it today, so we'll see. Anyway. Yeah, so I thought I'd do a different kind of stream. So these are some overlays I'd set up 5 years ago for when I started Minecraft, and showing off of the worlds I had built and stuff like that. And I thought today that I would show off one of my older worlds, the ones that this one right here showing actually, Dafania, because all my worlds had names. So Dafania is one that I've been playing the longest. It is stuck on 1.16.5 because after that I refused to update. And just kind of show off what I built. That's also Dafania. So I think I have my game up and running. And is the music coming through? It's really quiet because it's Minecraft music. And it doesn't. Can you hear me click? Because I'm not sure it's coming through right. Alright, let me click one more time. It's like a little quiet tapping. Wonderful. I'm gonna turn the music back down. Alright. So, let's do this. I haven't played Minecraft very much lately, so we'll see how this works. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make sure I watch chat, but with it on my phone, it's gonna be kind of hard. I don't have a very big screen, and I don't really want to play Minecraft on a minimized screen. Alright, okay, everything should be showing up. Yay! I know what I'm doing. So this is my older one. It says 24 and 2020, but that is false. The last time I think I played on this one was maybe 2018. And then we moved to this one. And actually Koleth, who is my husband in chat, helped me build a lot of the stuff in both of these. This one especially. Yes, you! Oh, where am I? Oh, okay. I'm on the bottom of my iron mine, and that is a zombie that I placed, and it took forever. It is night. What time is it? Is it showing up? Yes, it is yes, you exist. You're not allowed to say that. Alright, so this is Dafania. It's glorious. Underground. This is my map. So I am currently... Where am I? Under the carrot farm. So I wanted to show that off a little bit. That would be because I'm muted! Because I muted instead of hit the map. Okay, how long have I been? I totally know what I'm doing. My resource packs were not on, and now it's... This should be top. The older Minecrafts had this wonderful loading screen thing. The map is not still up, right? I double checked. Nope, map is not up. We're looking at all of my crazy resource packs that I hoarded. Okay. Oh, we can leave that there. Alright. There. Wonderful. No eye pain. Black. There. Now everything looks beautiful. Because you could do this in Java. Has to reload the world. Oh shoot, I might have that a little high to be streaming. My poor computer. Alright. There. Did I crash? I'm not crashing. Am I still online? I appear to still be online. No, we're not crashing. We're doing good. So anyway, so this is the starter town. Right there. It is mostly a farm, except for this thing. Okay, not dying. So this is mostly a starter town with the pumpkins and... No, I need to back up further. The original outline for this world was that every location I built had to have like a purpose, and I was going to try to separate all of the different places by purpose. So this is the starter town, and it is the economy of the entire world. They produce food and will ship it out to the major enterprises and cities of the entire world. I have yet to move past rustic farm town because there's still more farms I have not built. So there's pumpkins, and all of them have a house that have like a person. Whoops, we didn't see that person inside there. And he is the pumpkin farmer. And many of them have automations under them. So like this is also an iron farm. It is also a auto collecting carrot farm because the villagers will harvest the carrots. No, shh. It's supported by a Meta. That's Minecraft. What does PETA stand for? Minecraft PETA. And they feed. Yes, I did make most of them the village idiots inside there. That was on purpose. And then the iron farm works by having a zombie. I have heard that you... No, I did that with the bed. So the villagers need to break eye contact with the zombies in order to create a golem. And so they jump up on the beds when they run around, and it makes them break eye contact. It's not the best system, but honestly it works really well for me. I was actually in the collection, so they spawn here and then they fall down there, and that spot of lava, which is not floating in midair with no realistic graphic way for it to comes down through all of the chests into my little storage cubby right here, and then I can merge them, and I think that one has... Can I? Nope, I can't see what they are. Is he stuck? No, you don't get stuck. How did the water get... What? No, the water's flowing. He like got stuck. That's really weird. I was gonna say this works really well. It trapped ejects there. I should turn my overlay back on so I can see. It should work really well. I think I've got... Yeah. I've got more than I need. There's like... So I can make a few more. We're not talking about that. That in the lore of the world, this is not happening. It's just functional. We don't talk about the hidden places that you are below the surface. So what was that? No. Oh. Now I have to find a shovel, a hoe. I don't know where one is right now. Well, I might have one. Nope. They're still here. Goodness, they've been trapped there for generations. We're not going to talk about them. Not going to talk about all of the projects that I haven't finished in this world. Okay, so the first thing we did, moving into a new world, is we had to get wheat. So, I made this. And, this wheat farm, I think I did it up, the math up, it's something like 3.5 full stacks of wheat. It takes like 2 Minecraft days to harvest it. Yeah, my computer's getting hot. Okay, we can turn this down a little bit. Actually, that should match stream there. Oh, did I break the sound? So I have a problem with the sound on 1.15. I don't know why, but it like cuts out once in a while. So this is my big barn. And I try to put these everywhere too. Those are the ender chests. Oh, that's funny. Koleth, you left baked potatoes in here. And I have all the produce. And I think I have all the meat. This is pork, chicken. Oh, that's mutton. This one's pork and that one's beef. Okay. And then I did little things like over here, I decided to hide an auto harvester. And so you put stuff that you want to turn into through the composters into bone meal. And I hit it with the little bumblebees. I can also harvest that, but I think that's why there's some campfires in here. I have a couple blocks, but I don't really use them much. This place is supposed to be fairly spawn-proofed, but once in a while, like I have an overlay. How do I make that turn on? Oh, you need to turn the shaders off. That's why the shaders were off. If you have the shaders on, the overlays don't work right. But it puts all the numbers on the ground so you can see what the lighting level is in 1.16.5. No, they're still good. They're just kept warm. I did go through and like hide lit pumpkins, but we still have torch spam everywhere. And then I have like 15 beds everywhere. The bees always get like caught up there too. Specifically that side. I don't know why, but they always get caught over there. And so far I still have bees. They should get the flowers right there, but once in a while they wander off. Okay, so after we got most of the produce, we moved on to animals and made everything cute. So finally got sheep and a chicken coop. And the chicken coop does not have any auto function to it yet. It needs to. Oh my goodness, I have mostly seeds. So you have to actually get in there with the chickens and pick up the eggs. The pork, I don't really use pork, so it's decorative. But I get to brag about Kolath. Kolath decided he wanted to build the beef auto collecting farm. And so this is the pretty part. They've got a little watering pen. That's not called a pen, that's called a water trough. And then they can eat their hay right there. And then you come in here into the underground where we don't talk about. And we have a... What are you? That was my fault. I know I did that. You made this. Oh, I have the clear glass turned on. I should turn that off. Shout out to, that's Stenos's. He isn't streaming right now, but when he was, he actually had some custom made texture packs, and the clear glass was one of them. So it's just clear, regular glass. If you wanted invisible walls, that would be a way to do it. I'll show you how you feed them up above, but you come over here and you click this button, and it cooks the grown-up meats, but does not cook the baby meats. How did I pin a message? Bad phone. Be good. Alright, and then you can cook the meats here. I think it... Oh, it cooks them. So we have steak here. And leather. Oh, I should feed them. I mean, it's probably been years since we, So they drop down from up here. Why am I still holding another black? So you come over here and you open the little windows. And then you give them all the food. I thought that, yeah, the babies can jump out. But then they fall down there. And then they go in with the other cow, the windows down there. I like systems like this that are, in essence, mechanical. This system would work on pretty much every version of Minecraft. Except maybe Bedrock, because passive mobs do despawn. The sacrifice room, is that what we're calling it? I would have called it the kitchen. These aren't really cows, they're just meat. Don't let them look at you with those puppy dog eyes. So yeah, it works. It's a pretty good system. And that refills them down here, and the button will not harm them. Oh, I do? You can get to the top? Oh. But then they don't jump out, don't they? Oh, there's a bunch of... Oh, are you supposed to open the windows and stand over here? I don't think they would go down the chute though. I guess. I always fed them from over here and they would follow me. It works. Right, and this is, I love these elevators. We have used them since 1.18. They are a bunch of minecarts. Where to go? So you drop down through the water, and then down here is a minecart, and it's sitting on a ladder, and above that is another minecart, and another minecart, and then we reach the top. And those are one of the fastest ways to use an elevator. And I still think they beat the bubble elevators everyone uses now. They do take a lot more iron. Okay, so that's the beef one. I think it works really good. I'm a little bit of a snob. I've been eating golden carrots, and I get those by taking the surplus from the economy over here. Yes, the surplus. You come in here, and you trade it back to them. And you buy golden carrots. There it is. And no, I have not zombified these, so their prices are horrible. But it still works. I am not succeeding in actually trading. There we go. Alright, and then you go with the... There. I actually have a stash somewhere else too. You just gotta not let them out. That happens once in a while too. Yeah, I have just a little bit of a stash of emeralds there. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to get into this one. This is one of the later farms I made. Where did I put the door? Into the wool factory. So this is the sheep pasture. And I really enjoyed building that fence. With the little ivy growing all over it. We have black sheep. They have a watering pond. And they have food. And then we come in here. Oh, there's a place to sleep. No, no, we keep it up on a shelf. Okay, whatever. Go down in here. You can hear the pigs next door. Alright, so there's a little splash of water up there so you don't hurt yourself. And there's the elevators. And... okay, fine. This is a fully automated wool collection farm. So there's all the different colors of wool matched up right here. And I can turn the resource pack off so you can see it, what it looks like normally. So this is vanilla. Pink and orange. And then all here is where all the wool is dropped. I have, I think, every color kind of sorted the way I would kind of use them the most. It is not auto sorted. It is my OCD. I have gone through and sorted every single one of these in a specific pattern. So yeah, there's that. I don't have a overflow on what to do if it gets full, but yeah, there's a cart goes through, and these are just auto shears. They're I appear to have removed all of the redstone. Yeah, I wonder if I did that on purpose and yet I didn't stop that. Okay. Yep. There's the red zone. Okay. Well. Anyway, what happens is an observer watches the grass, and when they eat the grass, it turns the shears on behind them. But I guess I turned it off because I have plenty of wool. That was my solution. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. Alright. I was really proud of this thing when I made it. And there's a loom here to make banners. Oh, another reason that I am using a flashlight, a blaze rod, is if you have a torch and you right click all the time in elevators, you place a torch randomly all over the place. And so I fixed it. Where's the way out? It looks dark to me. Thank you. Did I? I don't remember. So yeah, I think I still have to make an auto pumpkin and carrot farm over here. Like I have the top done, but you have to manually collect them, and that goes nowhere. He does buy pumpkins though, and carrots, so you can get more from him. And he sells the golden carrots. So he works, and then over here is a don't kill the pumpkins. Potato farmer. And he buys potatoes. Again, I don't have the. Oh no, my chat turned off. And because of that, right there, they can't get out. So yeah, this is that. There was one more beginner farm I made over here. It's a lumber farm, you know, on the edge of the forest pen here, with some of the tree stumps chopped down. And we had a little bit of a mishap with him. He kept turning into a zombie. He's not a zombie, yay. Oh, he's happy with me, awesome. Why do you buy stone? I would have put the guy that sells sticks in here. Oh, whatever. I put a button. That's funny. So this is my tree farm. It works on your own muscles. You grab an axe and you chop it down. Okay, and then you turn bushy leaves off so you can see. See, no slaves here. You have to do it yourself. Honest work. Man, I forgot how fast these axes were. Anyway, they decay and they drop into the water and the hoppers pick them up. And it works with oak and birch. It should work with most of them except for like I think jungle. I think it's like 9 high. You gotta make it a very specific height. And remember to put this back. I thought I had a storage for all of the kinds of wood over here. Yeah. So I have... Those won't work either, but... I'm not sure I've discovered acacia in here. That's spruce. Huh. I have been so busy doing other stuff that I haven't actually sourced all of the trees. Yeah. The spruce would work okay. It works better if you do the 4x4s, and I probably did that at there. No, that's a future building, but I don't remember if I had decided what it would be. This is future horse ranch. I gathered up a whole bunch of horses. That was probably the day I spent like 4 hours looking for a donkey. I wanted to get a pack mule. I have yet to find a donkey in this world. But I have just about every color of horse. That was a sad day. So I built a stable. The idea that ignore the... We ride horses, see? Well, we ride horses with a saddle. A saddle works. That's cheating, and you know it. Get down. Shadow, be good. I have looted a few dungeons and what's those called? The buried treasure things. Okay. Shadow is nice and fast. So, yeah. This button. Ta-da! Actually, this one's much better. There. You can get a side view of me. Works better if that's not also reversed. Ta-da! I am not standing on the ground correctly. So yeah, so this is the starter town. Should I do the port first or the quarry? I should have you get on because I don't remember everything. So, yeah. I did build a blacksmith, but I don't have a person in there yet. And a wagon. I'm still proud of my wagon. Alright. So fast! Whee! So this is Koleth's project. He's been making a port city, and we have this theory of... Don't you run away! No! You stay there. Fine. So... Were we gonna have them trade between, like, dwarves and elves? I know that was a long-term goal in Celeste, but I think we transported it here. I believe the boats can go through the ivy, right? Because these look so cool, yeah. And... Nope, that's not the map. There's the map. Unfortunately, this map does not have any of the icons like this one does. The idea in the future was that this is one of the main ports for getting all of the food from Kornberg out, and we have connected this. I think, oh, we haven't finished that. But the river needs to connect there, and then there's a spot there it needs to connect, and then it's got this like huge web. I have explored a lot more than that. I'm amused that the map doesn't have it all loaded. I have lost my map data multiple times though. Although that really does look like a flight. I should load this on like MC Chunk Edit just to see what it looks like. There are quite a few like villages. That one might be the abandoned one. There was one, I thought it was over here, that is like totally cobwebbed and abandoned. So I don't know. I think this turned out really cool. And then the last time I remember playing, we discovered a giant cavern and mineshaft system underneath this mountain. And I think we spent like, yeah, we haven't quite finished carving this out. It's getting there though. We were customizing the wall. Let's just drop stuff. Yeah, I think this is cool. I love the gates. I can park about. I can park. There's flowing water here. Alright, and then this was his little storage place. I think there's stuff in there. No, they look really cool. I like them. You're not getting rid of them. They're stuck now. They're permanent. This was the warehouse, right? Oh, you put two of them. What was, I don't think this part's done. Oh wow, there's like a second floor up here. So yeah, we've been working on that. No, no. I have to manually open this for you. I won't let you. I should sleep there. Then I want to go in the dark forest part. I'm gonna sleep in your man cave. I'm gonna sleep in your man cave. I'm locked in. I can open all of the crates. I can hide random stuff in them that you'll never know why it was there. Alright. One of the features I had been working on is this like crazy witch tower thing that was like an old ruin that had kind of decayed. And trying to figure out, I need to finish the top a little bit. It's gonna have, what are those stone things called that, like at the top of the lips of those? And this is the passage through it. Like it's in old ruins. And this road is not used much because of that. There's these bandits that live out here. And the bandits make a problem for the people, so they don't come this way as much. I don't know if I had planned to do a raid thing or not, because those are a lot of work. But yeah. So there's a fortified kind of wall over here. The purpose inside, that's the wrong button, that button. This is actually an auto-harvesting mob farm. Flushing mob farm. This button. Yeah. Oh, they made them even scarier. Wonderful. There's like 7... Why is he blue? I must have a resource pack on that I don't remember. So, the timer is up here. And that took a while to set up. And so every time it goes through, it lights it up. I should do a tutorial on those switches. Have to look them all up again though. Anyway, every time it goes through, it sets all the water off. And they all flush down here. The spiders go down too, don't they? Don't they? Oh, wonderful. So I guess once in a while you have to go kill all the spiders. Anyway, they fall down here. Oh, lovely. He got stuck. This is actually a... Okay, I gotta figure out which resource pack that is. I wonder if it's Chroma Hills. So this is an updated Chroma Hills. It's not the one from the time period. Huh, it is. So that's a spawner. And it should be a zombie spawner. And where is that? Oh, okay. I'll show that off in a minute. You can also make this drop into here to okay. I think this was to kill the spiders, but it apparently is not working. Excuse you? Why are you happens to be there? Yeah, that's to kill spiders. Because they climb up on the cactus and die. And apparently spawn a whole bunch of permanent zombies. Well, I found an issue. Anyway, they're supposed to come down here and die on the soul sand fire. And I will have to remember where this is. Cause it's been so long. Where is this? Oh, this is down in the underground. Okay, I know where this is. Awesome. So anyway, there is a place I'd figured out where the best... Where's my horse? To spawn things, but I keep opening my inventory instead of getting on the horse. So yeah, that was a lot of fun to build. And it has function. Alright. So that's where the access to that is. One of the accesses, right? No. What was this? Okay, yeah, this is one of the accesses. This was my secret underground trading hall that Kolath doesn't like because I wanted all the things. Where is this? I should just show this off. This is my essentials. This is my toolbox. I know you think it's cheating. In order to get these easily though, you basically need to trade with a whole bunch of traders. And in 1.16.5 you can get mending books and turn that on. Unbreaking, here's mending. This has been removed from 1.18 and older. In order to get that, you have to have a villager spawn in a swamp and then make him into a book person and then hope for mending. So previous to that, it was any villager. And so I trade for the books and then I enchant my gear. And so I have backups of everything in case I ever die. So I have backups of armor. The only problem with doing this is what it does is it makes actually mining very obsolete. So here's the 7 diamonds I have mined. But you don't really need them. And then what were these? These were to make money. So he'll buy rotten flesh and stuff. And he'll buy iron. I must have zombified them because they're down to 1. So this is where I was making most of my money. Yeah, so getting these are how you get most of the tools in the game. And then this is where you treat them. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't remember what I was working on here, but I was working on them. And then over there I had, you kind of saw them earlier, this like impromptu breeder. So they can see these beds, they can't get to them. But because of these 2 trapdoors here, they think they can walk to them. And if I give these 2 guys in this little tiny room some food, they make new villagers. And then the villagers come down here onto this mine cart. And then they come down, whoops, down the track over to here, which is where all these guys came from. It's not lazy, it takes a lot of work to set up. And this must have been for the rockets. So I'm one of those weird people. I actually like 2 different kinds of rockets. So these are flight 3, these are flight 1. It has to do with how much gunpowder you use. The flight 3 are for long distance. And this is the paper. I have yet to make an auto farm for that. And then, oh, okay, we changed the... That's weird. It's retextured. So this connects to our main one. Alright, so I guess I should go over that. Where's the up? I lost my horse. So I built this big place and I have yet to build myself a house. So we've been living out of this hobbit style little cave. So I have just like, throw your stuff here. Like literally just, anyway, so this is, quote, my main storage. But it's more that I haven't built places for these. And I have defeated the Ender Dragon. Oh, and I have that custom mod that makes the cool chats when you sleep. It's organized. Well, that one isn't, but this stuff's organized. So this is stuff, and this is that stuff, and this is rock stuff, and more rock stuff, and this is the cool stuff, nether stuff. Why do I have a bunch of iron gear? I swear I wasn't going to prank you. That's not why there's a pufferfish there. Alright, I should go get my horse so I don't forget it exists. Where is Horsey? Horsey! Okay. One of the other cool things that I built on this world that I'm really proud of. So, before that, I don't remember what this is for. But I randomly have a witch trapped over here. In a box. And then I have stuff here. It is full of dirt. I don't remember what I was building here, but yeah, there's a witch. Flower farm, probably. It might be that I wanted to make a flower farm. I think what happened is I got distracted. What's it called? Yes, I think you were doing the mountain, and I spent all this time changing all of the slope of this hill. I think I spent like a week or two custom shaping the entire hill to be smooth. Yep, that's me. Alright. So down this little rustic road, just on the edge of town, is the old town quarry. Where we have found the best dirt to mine. It is built next to a river, which I think I deleted, but now need to return. The river sometimes breaks through into the mine, so we have to be careful mining, and thus there is a quarry master. This button. The quarry master, who makes sure and watches the quarry so that nothing bad happens. Do we have quarry scoops? I think actually all of my shovels are quarry scoops. Let me shut that off. So you come down in here without dying, and you can dig up dirt, and then all the sand you need for TNT. And it has layers because of the way it settles from the imaginary issues with the river there. But just to kind of show it off, I'm gonna show. You dig down here, and you get all the way to the bottom, and the quarry master says, "Warning, the quarry has become unstable." Oh dear goodness, how am I getting out of here? What did that say? Please evacuate. You notice nothing has happened because I have safeguards. It's not going to do anything while people are there. And I'm not a pro like some people who can just fly straight upwards. Let's see if I can make this. The quarry is now cleared. and it has refilled with sand and dirt and gravel. I'm full. So that took me a lot of work. This is supposed to be like a grate where the dirt falls through. And this is the liner that it makes steps that go all the way down if you follow it correctly. And the way I did that, because I'm in survival, is actually why all my days are messed up. Put these back. I'm gonna keep you though. Okay, good. There's still space. The secret to it is down here. So it takes all of these command blocks to refill it, and that's the double check. And in survival, I can't mess with them, but I do have it on another world where I can walk through what I did. There was a lot of like figuring out what layers I wanted in to be refilled with sand and where I wanted those boundaries. But yeah. So I actually use commands to go into creative to do that. And so because of that, where is that? Well, I am caught. How days old it is, I can't see it on the screen. It's somewhere on there. Is there a show less? This one. Thank you. Okay. I still don't see it. It should say how many days old the game is. It just shows my graphics card in the display. Maybe it's in stats. Where are stats? Well, I did see someone else show this. You can show how many times I've slept in a bed, because I don't like being awake at night. It's too dark. 70,000 jumps. Time played, 27 days. So that's a better indicator now than the days, because how old the world is, when you do /time set, it resets your day counter if you don't tell it not to. Well, it does. It sets it to wherever you want it to. So when I was doing this and in creative, I got really annoyed with all the zombies that kept spawning around here, because it's not spawn proofed. And so, yeah, I kept doing day set. But yeah, I'm really proud of this. I lost my horse. Where's he? There you are. He's checking out on the other friends. So yeah, that's one of the big projects I did. I've been trying to find a way to make a data pack for that, but because of all the maths being specific to something, it's really hard to make it adjustable. So I think that's all I've built in the overworld. There is some stuff like, so this used to be, I think, a different biome, and I used World Edit to add a river, and I think I was planning for another grand bridge, like right here, like I widened the river. So I was planning to have this road come out here and have little houses all the way, and then put the city up this way. Because I do want to build a big city, or and have like a mining town and stuff like that, but I needed to start with the food. So yeah, this is Cornberg. And because I've just been so slow mentally and physically, this is most of what I've done in like, I don't know, 5 to 8 years. I do need to show the nether though. Oh, and the underground stuff. Right. How do I have raw pork? Raw beef. Alright, fine, I'll switch. I feel like they need to go in here because they didn't cook. Which probably means I picked them up on accident. Right. Ah. Too fast. Alright, so that's the town. This is this part. What was down here? Was this something else Kolath built that I don't remember? Oh, is this our emergency stairs? Okay, it was. So our normal staircase is over here. So you come over here, and there's the up, and then there's the down. And the first level is the nether gate, where I have a lot more farms. And then, oh, it says villager, zombies, and mobs are this way. So I showed you that. That connects over there. This used to have an entrance right here that just went up to the ground, but that was planning to be temporary, so kind of filled it in. Did the sign get erased? Oh, this is where he got caught into the... Okay, so this is mining. Seriously, where are my... How do you get the regular ones to turn on? There! Okay, so that's part of it. I'm used to that always being on. My location, it says day 358. My best estimate is that I'm really at 800 or over 1,000. But I don't have a way to calculate that anymore. Yeah, terraform. I got stuck terraforming. So this is actually half slabs, so this is spawn proofed. And I think this was our iron, for iron and coal, but several of the pathways, there it is, led into this giant, there it is, cavern complex, and the last I remember we were trying to seal it and light it up. I don't know if you can see my map on the right there. It is insanely just everywhere. Little noodle caves go on forever. And so we were trying to light that up, The more spawn proofing you do, the better your other farms work. And so we have a bunch of these all over the place. And then doors that I don't remember what they're for. The bottom of our emergency stairs, I guess. Sure. Alright. And then this is at Y8, which in 1.16.5 is the bottom of the map. There's a few more before, like I think you can go down to 5 safely, but 8's a good place to mine for diamonds because you don't get caught up in the lava as bad. And so this is another cavern. And yeah, what I generally do is I make a main path going each XY coordinate. So those are the four ones, and then I would mine off to the side. Well, that's the wrong side. You can see all the little strips that just go for a while and then they meet up, and then I'll go a different direction. So, yep, there's bedrock. See? Bedrock at Y5. That's the highest bedrock can be. No, not pointless. You can't actually get diamonds from them. You can just get everything else. Oh, it's actually night. I'm sawing logs. I'm snoring so bad. Must have been tired. I mean, yeah, there is some lava. So, and then I think I was setting up to make a super smelter down here. I haven't. And the Flushing mob farm ended up coming out here. It needs a better entrance, really. It's like following all these back alley paths to find this secret cave. Alright, let's not die. Alright. So you're supposed to be able to come down here, and I think there's a way to change it so did I have a lever down here? I guess not. Okay, so yeah, it gets full. And so I set up more storage to kind of manually sort it. So there's arrows, rotten flesh, bones, and gunpowder. So this is where most of that stuff comes from. Looks like I emptied it recently. Because this is on the... Because this is on the starter chunks, the spawn chunks, because this is really close to spawn, this should always be on, but they only spawn bad guys if players are near. I think, if I remember correctly, this is fairly close to... being perfect, but not quite, for them spawning but not moving, and then they get flushed, and if they don't move, they should all get flushed down to that one spot where the cactus are. And it's just the spiders have to die on the... Now, if the spiders fall, they do die, but they'll get caught on the cactus. So yeah, in the beginning of a world, this is one of the best way to get all of that stuff. Is make a farm that drops them. I had to add the campfires because if they have armor, they actually don't die. And so I'd end up with a whole bunch of like armored zombies. Right, up. Really? Who did that? That's the down elevator. This is up. Somebody wrote up. Alright. Let's go to the nether. Alright. I'm on the roof. Alright, what do I show off first? I should turn the map overlay off. It really bothers me on the nether. Previous version I had set it up so you would actually see the static of the nether roof up here. I feel like it's kind of cheating to see everything below that. So this is, I looked this up. Well, no, the roof was my design, but how it functions and everything is a what's this called? Basalt farm. And I looked up a build on how to do this. I will try to link it in the video. I don't remember who specifically made this one. It's one of the cuter ones. And this is where it drops it all. And so this is extended storage where I've just sat here and either put them into polished or... So yeah, yeah, I think this turned out really cute. It's basically blue ice next to lava, and it has to be on top of soul sand. Well, that's soul soil. And because the soil is a full block, you have to have a hopper minecart directly under it. Excuse me just a sec. I'm not sure I muted right. Okay, oh no, it's empty. I don't remember that being empty. Oh, sad. This is Kolath's stash of stuff. And this is the... I hate flying in the nether. The 9x9 hole. I did not die. Not once, of course. Blowing a hole through the wall for these grand stairs. And then the carpets are different pathways to different farms. Well, that's a red nether brick. Goes to the fortress. Then I have... I don't remember what's that way. And then Kolath built the stairs, and we were supposed to travel below the nether roof, but yeah, that hasn't been happening because it's so much more convenient just to go straight there. I don't want to go down there. I hate all the mobs. So does it not go all the way? Sad. Where's the dome? Oh, it doesn't even connect to the dome. Okay, so I think the idea is we were gonna have this giant stone brick staircase coming down, and then here. Nope, we're still inside stuff. This is the main hub that I was gonna have traveling through the nether. And so this is the main dome, and that gate is now inactive so that the one above it stays active, and it has different paths for each direction except only one of them goes somewhere. And they are spawn proofed except that they can teleport, and they appear to be permanent because they are holding stuff. we aren't going to talk about why they seem to be holding mushrooms. They do so much damage too. They'll like put holes everywhere. They have like right there, hole. I had to turn mob griefing off in certain places because, well, you can't, like right there. They've literally taken that block out. Oh, I hate all the damage they do. I think I have a custom pack on here that prevents them from picking up stuff again because they did so much damage here. It drove me nuts. The idea was that you would take these and... Did I do that? No. So this is set up to have soul soil underneath the carpets, and then there should be a chest somewhere. I don't want to come down here. I guess I didn't set that up yet. No, it's supposed to be right there. A chest right there at the bottom of the gate, so that you can put some soul, what's it called? Speed something, soul speed, to walk on here, and you can go pretty fast. So one of these days I'll have it set up. So that's one of the earlier things I did, and then I broke through the roof. But yeah, I was trying to make it like a bridge. I think it looks really cool. And then it has a glass roof so you can see out, but you're protected. This dome took so much effort to build. I still have schematic pictures and stuff. I also got hit by gas quite frequently because there's this big lake over here. What's that? Just a random magma there. Okay. Over that way, I think. Alright, let's look at some of the farms. So this one isn't quite finished. I should use the further one. Been working on this giant tower up to a fortress spawner to work on a shoot, what's it called? The big tall black skeletons. I don't remember what they're called, but you need their heads to spawn the wither. And so I was trying to build up higher, which I think you can get high enough that nothing should be spawning below you, theoretically. Is it a wither skeleton? And so I've been working on this staircase, which I think the staircase turned out really cool. It needs the top finished. If you run along the outer edge, you can run, but it is super slow because every step is like a half step. It's the only way you could get around staircase. But yeah, this took a lot of work and I think it turned out really cool. So there's that. Not finished. Where's my flight 3s? Do I have an ender chest already down? So I can go to the original fortress down there. Oh no, it's my hidden stash of shrooms. I have no idea why there's shrooms in there. Flight 1. Really? We're gonna do that? I never have been able to figure out why the buttons just stop working. Every other version of Minecraft you can... Okay. Do that. You can hold shift and like put things in, but It doesn't seem to work very well here. How did you get switched up? Alright. So that's one way. It changes color because of the biomes. So I don't remember what this way is. It's probably the Blaze Farm. No, it goes to a port? Okay. What's in here? Oh, the stronghold. Okay. So that goes to the end. This is the end, my friends. Yep, there's a portal. That makes sense why it's gray. Let's talk about that. Well, not dying, not dying, not dying, not dying. I made it! Okay. Oh, goodness sakes. Where's the sound? It's... I don't remember which one it is, so we're just gonna turn all sound off. I shall show you. Behold! Okay, with shaders it's less epic. That's magma. This is a piglin farm. And the glass roof keeps it from spawning other ghasts. Then we do this. And we shoot one. And because those guys can see me, they keep telling everybody to come. And they all charge. And they fall into entity cramming because there's 24 minecarts on every one of these sections. And so it makes it so that I can very easily repair all my gear. Ta-da! If I remember correctly, this is actually faster than an Enderman farm. But I don't remember. And if you put mending on everything. So everything all fixed. And it will go forever. It's also why okay, I must have died because I'm only level 60. But the sound of the minecarts is atrocious. I don't know why, but it because they're touching each other, it keeps making the rolling sound times 24 times 4. It's bad. It's bad. The idea was that I would eventually cover this with a giant mushroom. I don't know why. I just thought it would be funny to have a giant mushroom farm. And that be the decor I had this farm in. So, maybe someday. That might be why I have a secret stash of mushrooms. Okay. Don't die! Because I can't see very well. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, where am I supposed to land? Because I don't remember. Ow. I guess we'll go down. I don't remember if I had a place to come up. Maybe it's blocks. I don't remember. It's one of those. Why did I put that there? I feel like there was a reason for that, but I don't remember. Like it's supposed to have slimes or something, slime blocks, so you could jump down. So this one I started just creating different lore. This is the kingdom of the golems. Nope. That is not the right sounds. So if you just reset the sound, it like does fix it, but yeah, it's atrocious. Okay, so this is a magma farm. How do I do that? Okay, so there's 24 times 4 mine carts on. You can see them kind of wiggling on all of those sections. So when they fall down and they jump into the mine carts, it does do a lot of damage to them. And the reason they're jumping down is they're trying to get to the golems. And the golems do hit them, but that isn't the point. I forget how they see them. But yeah, so they spawn on the lava. It is lava they spawn on, right? Because now I'm second guessing it. So they're supposed to come here and then they drop into the little hole. Anyway, this is supposed to be a giant airship. My phone closed. So this is the observation deck. Come on. I lost my chat. There it is. And so I was making like a giant air balloon. And so there's a whole bunch of iron golems in a floating air balloon. Like a blimp. But I didn't quite get the outside of it done. I got it started. But it takes so much cement to make all of the... So I was making it out of cement. That it was so much work. So I was gonna cover the auto farm in this giant blimp. Yeah, I do have a sphere render, so it probably would render it, but that's okay. Someday. Oh, I'm flying away around using a mod that lets you... It's called Free Cam. I feel like I'm missing some of the... I am missing some iron golems. This one doesn't have 3. Okay, so they actually spawn up here in these boxes. The best place to get them to spawn is up here, actually, where I am sitting. So I thought it'd be cool to watch these iron golems, like, moving around. If I remember correctly, you can also be below it, but because I haven't spawn-proofed below it, it will still spawn. And this is a farm to spawn magma cream, and I don't even remember why I needed magma cream. It might be fireproof potions. But yeah, I built a farm for magma cream. And they keep trying to jump towards the golems, but because they can't actually reach him, they fall down. Unless there's too many of them. It's not halfway, it's just not half done. I don't remember why there's this gate here. The landing circle, maybe? I have 1 magma cream. Successful farm. Okay, they should be... Where does it... There. There it is. I'm like, there has to be a better place where there's more of it. So, farm working successfully. Okay, not dying. Not dying. Yay, not dying. Alright. And then this is the Blaze Farm. No, I don't. I did get to a point where I was making too big of things, and so I haven't finished any of the last projects I started. With that comes the needs of 12 players, though. I want to beat the End Dragon to get all of the gates. I think it's like 23 times you have to beat him. And so, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. There's a reason I have a respawn anchor here. I have died so many times. Alright, how do you turn it on? Is it just on? I don't remember. I think you just stand here and it's on. This is my blaze farm. At least it's kind of a blaze farm. I died a couple of times trying to build it. Oh, they sound so creepy. So yeah. This way. It was super hard to light this place up because if you don't light it above, I think it's 12 they spawn. And I did realize they're not burned by lava, so they fall and it pushes them down, but it's a little bit slow. The longer you stay here though, it does get a little faster. So yeah. I needed blaze rods for the... I think I built this to go to the end, something like that. So, I renamed one of them my flashlight. This is where I get my flashlights. It's a flashlight farm. See? Isn't it a nice flashlight farm? What's a golf clap? Is that like the really sad, slow you did it? Alright. So because I wanted to beat the Ender Dragon multiple times, I need gas tiers to respawn the dragon. Because you need, whoops, you need to put the end crystals. So, this is where I decided I would build. I don't think I have one anywhere anymore. Yeah. I started another giant mega build. Let me see if I can figure out how to turn the renders. No, I have to turn the shaders off. That's what it was. Alright. So, I started, this is the sphere, I think. Renders. this one. No. Okay, so it is this one. The other one is probably the gas farm. I mean magma cream farm. So this giant dig needs cleared out. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing, is mining in the nether. Mostly as Stenos had called it, flossing the roof, because I wanted to get rid of all of the netherrack up here to make it look cool. And then I was gonna have like stalagmites and stuff coming down. I'm also looking for a place to spawn the wither skeleton. You want to look for a 3x3 flat section of the roof to do it against. And I have not found that yet, but with how big of a space I'm clearing, I was hoping I would. If not, I was thinking of spawning them like right here, seeing if that would work. So yeah, that's my project that I'm working on right now. If I do play Minecraft by myself, that's what I'm playing. So that's the little entrance for it right now. And then I was gonna have a gas farm that would like suffocate them, I think, using minecarts. I'm surprised I don't still have the one I tried building. It did not work though. It would get like 1 or 2 gas per 10 minutes. It was super slow. I think part of it is because I built it in the wrong biome. So that one's in a soul sand valley. They spawn more of them, but I don't remember. Is this on? Nope, I don't see it. Alrighty. So yeah, I think that's about everything I built so far. I do really enjoy this world, and enjoy playing Minecraft my way, but everyone can play it different. It's like Colette doesn't like to do the trading hall, and I like using commands, but I wish there was a way to have like resource management and commands, because if you go all creative, then you can use any block on the planet, and I don't like that. And so I don't cheat and give myself stuff. I use the commands to make that quarry. And I've thought about using commands for other things, but the idea was you have to mine it out yourself, using manual, like a tool. So where did that? Oh, I did not do that right. That might be really small. So yeah. I think I'm gonna end stream here. And let me see who's on, because it's late enough. Oh, he's not streaming yet? That's surprising. Oh, and I never posted I was live anywhere. I don't feel like I'm really good at this streaming thing. Goodness sakes. Alright, well, he's not on Minecraft. I guess I will just go offline, and I Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on Thursday back with Kingdom Hearts. So long!